G'day everyone, it's Max, and welcome back to Satisfactory Update for Release Day! Yeah, it's Release Day! And now that we got some automation going on, I've been kind of busy. Got some of that concrete flowing, we got the stuff being automated flowing, and I've been going around collecting the biomass flowing, so I'm doing the flow. Got all kinds of flow going on, right? Because we got stuff to get done, right? Like I got the rest of this tier to get done. We gotta get tier 2 done, and there's a space elevator kicking around here somewhere that I gotta get put up. So let's get to it. Okay, we're back again on release day. That's right, it's release day, doing the release day things. And we got stuff to do. So in this case, of course, we're still continuing on. We've got one thing left in tier 1, which is the field research. And of course, we've got tier 2 to take care of. And then we got a space elevator to get down. But to do all that, of course, from the last episode, I mentioned about getting some concrete done. Now we got the concrete and the machines out there giving me the free stuff without the handcrafting. What do we got going on? Well, I'll show you what we got going on. Boom. That's right. Boom. Even more boom. Yes, sir. We've got concrete. Dun dun. Yeah. This is now a thing. Now, a little over 3 hours has passed since the last video because, I had to eat and things. Of course, from the last video, you would have seen me make a tower. This is not the original tower. In fact, that tower is actually right over there. You can kind of see it through the space. And I built out a single line to kind of show what where the platform was going to go and how it was going to work and all that. And over the last 3 hours and change, that's exactly what we've done. We've done two things. A lot of concrete and just letting stuff run. So nothing has changed here at all on the build. It is doing the same stuff. The only thing I've done is I did add one constructor onto the end to separate the two copper lines into their own separate machines. So now this one has a fully dedicated wire and this one is fully dedicated to cable. So that is the only thing I've changed there. There's nothing exciting going on here at all. It's all feeding into the box, and then I empty the box out into containers. The only other thing I've done is add more miners to our concrete production. Hey, Jelly Beans, I see you got a friend. Well, we got to give him a name. I'll think about it in a minute, okay? Look, I got to finish this tour thing, and then I'll be back. Just hang out. It's cool. So, of course, obviously, we know about... we've been over here, through the episodes today, doing the concrete, getting the limestone from here. It's all good. But another reason I have picked this corner of the desert here by this pillar rock is because there's not one, not two, but 3 limestone here. That's right. When you're ready to get ready for your concrete needs, well, this is the first limestone. The second one is right here. Boom. Right there, I know. And the third limestone is right there around that corner. Like literally just right there. So it's real easy to set up a large concrete machine factory, even at Mark 1s, right, to give yourself a large amount of concrete. Now, it took me a little over an hour to build the platform. A lot of over 2 hours, though, to get the concrete is the thing, right? Because at Mark 1 stuff, it's still pretty slow to get concrete. I mean, there is no rocket speed going on here. So we have a platform ready to build on, but we're not moving up there yet. This, of course, is going to be for the supply factory, and is only about 1/6 of the size that we would need for what I'm kind of planning as the finished factory. We're going to be this whole desert will get covered. That platform will go all the way to them mountains, and it will go all the way to those mountains, and it will go all the way out to that ocean, right? And I am working on this way to get to the ocean. That's a thing. But What else have I done in 3 hours? Basically, I've done 3 things for the last 3 hours. Hour one, during those 3 hours, I would do 3 things. I would get concrete and make a platform, right? Now, you get about, say, 600 concrete at a time. So I would use my 600 concrete to get the platform. Then 2, I would come down here, empty the box, right? Because it would be filling up with things. And then I would sort that box into containers. And as you can see, over 3 hours, you get stuff. Do you think we're going to have any problems with upgrades? I don't think so. Not right away. And then the other thing I would do while emptying the box is I would come out here to the machines themselves and empty them out. Mark 1 belt. It just doesn't travel fast enough to empty the machines. So you got to come out here every once in a while and you've got to kind of empty them out, because if you don't, they'll get backlogged. And thanks, Left Hand, for that wonderful menu option. They'll get backlogged, and then, of course, everything, they don't jam, right? Now, I did cut this off because I'm already full of wire. So now I'm just double feeding, I'm full of cable, so I'm double feeding wire into the system at the moment just to get more wire. It is the one thing I'm a little short on, but considering there's 500 at a time in a stack, whereas the rest go at 100 at a time, we're not really short on it. So the third thing I would do is biomass. I've done 3 major biomass runs. So as I mentioned in earlier episodes, you end up doing 3 or 4 biomass runs with your hands, right? To kind of get to this point, especially when you're platforming. If we didn't build this platform, I only would have done 2 more biomass runs before getting the chainsaw. And now the trees are toast, right? Because me and the chainsaw are going to have so much fun. But in this case, whereas you have the platform construction going on, that is where we are with that. Now let's I got to stop talking here for a second. Let's get this field research out of the way. So we'll select that. I got to grab some screws out of a box. Now, yes, it's great to have this great platform up there, but we still kind of figure out ways to get up there. Yes, we have, my makeshift container ladder there, but it's not an overly fast way, so we're going to want to push these.
Referred to as the MAM will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note,
okay.
The object scanner requires calibration
really?
Via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
All right, so while he is still downstairs, I'm just going to do this. There. That way, woo. let's try and be careful in the jumping there, Max. That way, when he comes back and forth, it doesn't look like he's crashing into the platform. And of course, I'll fill this back in later once we move that upstairs, because that is one of the things we want to do. The end of this day, there will be a space elevator, boom, things, and we're going to have that. So, but we still have the research to do, and down. We have other things to look at. So let's get in here. So that is going to handle all of Tier 1. Let's talk now about Tier 2. Now, Tier 2, just like with Tier 1, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown. It's got 5 tiers. It's got the assembly tier, the wood tier, the jump pads, whatever, which might come in handy for us, though, as a quick way to get up and down, but we'll see. The awesome sink and the Mark II belts, right? Well, we definitely want obstacle clearing. Gee, I wonder why. Because we have obstacles to clear, and that includes trees. So let's just get a little concrete here for a second. We need, yes, that's a easy number. I think I have the, dude. Yeah, I got the screws on me already, and the cable I will grab out of here. Yep, works good for me. So now we'll just wait the 30 seconds. And then, of course, I'm going to temporarily drop down like a workshop and stuff. Again, this is all temporary until... look, see, there's lots of opening there for him to come back now, right? Here he comes. He should fit right through there. Yeah, no problem. See, I've taken care of you. I've taken care of you. It's all good. In you go. That's it. That's it. Okay. Obstacle clearing. 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. Oh, spaceship, you haven't got time to be sitting here, dude. I got things to get you to do. Boom. Like that. Off you go.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood.
Oh, yeah.
Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Yay! Pocket dimension! And hand holding. Awesome. Okay, next one we want on the list. Let's see. Well, yes, I got to have the assemblers because this is what we're going to be building upstairs. But it's kind of not really the thing. Well, it is a kind of a thing. It's a thing we need. But we do need Logistics Mark II. Let me tell you. Boom. So, over here, we will just grab a little bit of that magical plate. 1, 2, 3. I'll even stick an extra one in there just for fun. We need a bunch of rods just to have those. The concrete's on the other side, and the plate, the magical plate, I have over here. So we'll just grab that for a quick second. How long is it going to be? About 1:46? Cool. Well, that'll give us enough time to get down the workbench. Boom, boom. Now, workbench things, production, equipment workshop. Again, this is a temporary setup. I'm not too worried about its placement. Xeno zapper, chainsaw. Ooh, we're short cable. Really? Do I have extra cable in my spare change box? Yep. Okay. You know what? In fact, I'm even going to grab like an extra plate and an extra this. Do. There we go. Give me one of these. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Now, what do you got? Give me that back. You don't want that. Give me that back. That inefficient fuel. Give me all those. Get over here and claim these all out. Yeah, you only got 3 left anyway. Ooh, yeah, I know. You're all going to shut down from it. Sorry. It's what it is. It's what it is. We want to get these all turned into much better things. Solid biofuel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it actually takes a lot of biomass to make biofuel. And yes, I guess I should have set up a machine for this, but you know what? I still got 26 seconds left. And boom, see, there's the sonic boom, him coming back in, and then I gotta shove this into the machine. And then he's gonna do a thing anyway, right? He's gonna, see, he's landing right now. It's perfectly fine. So, you know, I got a few minutes to, you know, click a thing, right? Get some biomass going. And then I gotta go biomass hunting with my fancy new chainsaw here, right? Boom. I heard you land on the roof. It's all good after that, right? All right. Let's see. Let me have a look at the inventory here. Split. Yes. Okay. We'll feed you guys in right now just to get power back up and running. Boom. And these, of course, last much better, right, than just biomass. So even though there's only 17 of them, they should actually run for quite a bit. Boom. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to make a few for me because, hey, I got a chainsaw. I want to play with it. Yes. There we go. All right. Let's get the chainsaw in hand. No, first, let's do this. You got things to do, mister. And I expect you to be doing them. You just fly. Fly up there and deliver the things. Logistics 2, go. Boom. Give me the speech, Ada.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Okay. Let's get this in hand, and then again, this is one of them things why I like starting the game from like tier 0. You just get so many cool effects. Like when the first time you look at your chainsaw, okay? Like this is just awesome. Yep. Whip that out. Vroom vroom, yeah. Yes. In fact, the first thing we're gonna chop down is this. Boom. Yeah. This gives you a whole bunch of extra bonus, like mycelia. Yeah, that's cool. And limestone. And just stuff and silica and these funky things actually come in really handy, right? So not only are they giving you, and look, another 5 limestone. I couldn't care less about the limestone, but that other stuff comes in really handy for research on the fly. So, instead of having to go out and find it all and collect it all and do it all and all the things, we can do this, right? But, where are we here? You know what? There's a tree over here. It's going to be bothering me. Hey, trees, what are you doing? Not much. I wish I could, take this chainsaw to them bugs, because that'd be a lot of fun. Hey, guys. Look, I know your thing, but I actually got plans for right up here, and you're in my way. Boom. That's right. Give me your stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how it's done. What do you think, Bugs? Huh? You want to take me on? You want to take me on? Yeah, I wish this chainsaw would cut you guys up. That would be a lot of fun, but it doesn't. That's okay. I have a Xeno Zapper for you. And one day, I'll have even more. Yeah. And then we're going to use you for target practice. That's always a lot of fun. So, let's switch back over to here. We got, 3 minutes left? Yeah, this is a big one. Let's see what we're put up on the screen here, what we need next, though. That's for sure. Part assembly. So, we're going to need 500 of them screws. How's the box? Yeah, you got about, yep, about that. Looks good. 200, 200, and 300. So that's going to be 300. You know what? Sort this so I can see what I'm doing here. Yep. And then 200. Yep. You can put that away. And 200 of not you. Maybe you. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Do that, do that, do that. All right. Awesome sauce. Now, my cat here is looking at me with all the strange looks, so I'm assuming he wants me to do something. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a quick cut here. We got a little bit on the timer anyway, and I will bring you back for the next upgrade. All right, with the cat taken care of, I did a little bit of just like 10 minutes of running around to get a little more biofuel collected up, shoveled in, and get it into a box by setting up these 3 machines doing a thing. So at least now we can have at least a little bit coming into a box. But we got upgrades to do. Let's get the upgrades. Okay, so 200 of this, 200 of those, 500 and 300. Boom.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator. Note: project parts are too complex to produce by hand.
Yeah, I know, Ada. I know. So we're going to have a look at them parts, but first, we got some concrete. So we're going to add a little bond to our platform up here. Now, I mean, I saved everybody the trouble of hanging out with me for all of this, but we got to have a spot for our space elevator. And so before it gets dark, I'd like to kind of get one set up here. There we go. Also turned off the fog because I find the fog. Okay, I understand why they have the fog, but I don't find it to be as pleasant. I don't know what it is. I just find that their fog distance rate is really low, so you really don't get a lot of good clarity on a lot of stuff. Now, there are a few spots where the fog does make it look very serene and all that stuff, so I don't recommend getting rid of the fog right away. But at the same time, it's an option. So, how do you get rid of fog? Well, you have to be able to bring up the console window. And to get the console window is the tilde key. But before that will work, you have to do another set of commands. So, to get the console window to work, you have to do control, left shift, and the letter L at the same time. So left control, left shift, and then the letter L. Now, it will appear nothing happens. That's fine. In fact, one way you can semi-test it is that when you, of course, your shift key is your key for locking and running, right? So obviously, after you do it, if you were running, well, then now you're walking again. So that's kind of a deal. It's not 100% guaranteed that you did the keystrokes right, but I'm just saying that's kind of how I judge it. And then, once you've done left control, left shift, and L, this unlocks the console. Now you push the tilde key, and at the very bottom of the screen, you'll see a command line. Now, if you hit the tilde key again, you'll get a full screen line. So here now you can actually see the command that I ran. So r.fog space 1 turns on the fog, and r.fog space 0, so that's a space, no equal sign, and that's a 0 with no quotes, right? Even though it shows like you can see there that it kind of is showing all these weird things, and that's me hitting the comma and not the period. So it's r period fog space 0. Of course, will allow you to turn the fog on and off. And actually, console commands, there's all kinds of them, but in this case, that's the only one I use because, well, it's the only one I need to use just to turn the fog on and off. And of course, with the fog off, you get a lot of clarity. I mean, there's just so much nice scenery in this game. Now, again, I understand why they have it, because, of course, this kind of draw distance scenery on lower end video cards and things would literally break the computers. But, my 2080 Ti seems to be handling it okay. Now, I will say that the experimental branch with my 2,000 hour save does not go well. I'm just pointing that out. I don't know if it's because I seem to be running slower. I don't know why that is. I think and I'm not very good at this slidey thing because unfortunately my left hand, of course, doesn't work 100%. So trying to make all these extra keystrokes work for slidey things isn't always an option for me. But that being said, it's just when I went to load the 2,000 hour map in experimental, it was mega lag season. Oh man, like I couldn't drive the car barely at all. So unlike early access where, there was a few lag spikes during the 2,000 hour video, but for the most part, it didn't go too bad. And that's because, I have, a little bit of skill in kind of avoiding the high lag areas. But in the experimental branch here, I tried to load the 2,000 hour plus save, and it puked it all over the place. It was like, I don't know what you've got going on in this map, mister, but you have built way too many things, and I can't process it. It was not good. So I don't know if that's I'm assuming that's something they're going to have to fine tune to kind of get it up and running, because they definitely got to do something with it. It's not pretty. I actually need to probably widen that out a little bit more. So we're going to take this extra concrete down here for a second. And our probe will be back here shortly. You know what? We'll run this down anyway. And I probably missed them going right through the platform. Darn it. I was kind of hoping to catch that. Now, the reason I'm putting this out here is because this is where I want the space elevator to go. Right here beside our rock tower. Right on. I'll even hold on to that concrete while we go do the next Tier 2 thing. Run! Run, Max, run! Alright. Boop. Yep. Make sure you push onto that ladder, because if you don't, you just fall straight to the bottom, and it's like you're free-falling anyway. Yeah. Alright. Haven't died yet, though. That's all that matters. Jump pads or resource sink. You betcha. So we need 400 concrete for that. Well, it turns out I got 400 right here. Look at that. You'd almost think it was waiting for me. 500 wire, 200 rods. Okay, yep. We can probably work on that. You can have that. Yep, 200 rods. 1, 2. And 200 of these. 1, 2. All right. So, 400 of you. Yep. 500 of you, 200 of you, and 200 of you. Boom.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program.
Okay.
Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store.
That's
which can be
baloney,
exchanged
Ada.
for bonus
And I'll
rewards.
say why in a minute.
Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. FICSIT is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Okay. Woo. So, the ticket program, love it. The awesome sink, hate it. All right. So, I'll give you my beef on it. Let me see. While I'm giving you my beef, do I have anything that I need to munch upon here? No, I got everything all taken care of at the moment. That's pretty scary, actually. Cool. And it's getting dark. What are we gonna need for the jump pads? Let me get that up before I start my story, maybe. Yes. No, I don't want to be making a bunch of rotors yet. Yes, I should actually focus on this here now. Rotor 17. I can actually make rotors. The ticket, the awesome ticketing system was a great addition for dealing with all these items that we're making. But when it came out, basically it's like, oh, here, for your hard work, shove them all into this big, huge meat grinder and destroy it all. All right? Meanwhile, you have this awesome planetary, crane to the sky space elevator that never gets used after you go through the tiers, and instead of putting your items into the space elevator to be used in space, no, you're just going to shove them into a meat grinder. That's always been a big sore point for me. I think that was a big wasted opportunity of the space elevator. So now I see they've changed the saying on it to say, oh, we're stress testing the items I'm making. Really? Is that how we're going to explain it? We're stress testing them. Sure we are. Okay, yeah. All right, we're stress testing. Testing the stress. All right. Well, you know what? We need to do the jump pads, so we might as well get them queued up. I guess I need a lot more jump pad, or not more of these rotors. Rotors take screws and and the things. But you know what? I'm not really worried about the jump pads right now, to be honest. I'd like to get to Tier 3 and coal. But that's my time. That's my time. I guess there's going to be one more video here for release day, and I'm going to bring it back during the daytime because, you know what, we'll do jump pads. Maybe we'll gear up a little system for getting up and down because I definitely need that. And we want to get the MAM down, rebuild this upstairs, and get the space elevator down. And that's probably going to do it for release day. So we got one more video to go. I'm Max. This is Release Day Satisfactory Update 4, and I'm going to see you on the next one.